Instead of experiencing brain drain, which is we are experiencing in a huge way, we start experiencing brain gain.
China produces,
yes.
The US innovates,
yes.
and the EU regulates.
Demography informs democracy.
Expansion of BRICS. Discussions from time to time about BRICS want to establish their own currency.
Yes. Out of every 10 people that you find anywhere in the globe, 4 of them, they are within the BRICS.
The concept known as industries without smokestacks.
So who are these academics that are coming up with this narrative?
The World Bank fears that the decade of 2015 to 2025 might be a lost decade. And the industrialization that people are expecting, it's actually going in reverse gear.
They don't participate in elections.
You have to replace something with something else. You cannot replace the dollar with nothing. And at the moment, their argument was, there is no challenger to the dollar.
But it will be very interesting if OPEC decides not to sell fuel using dollars.
Subsidizing consumption. It appears to be a much more logical thing because you are at the end of the chain.
The side that gets a haircut is the one for development budget.
You have to have a variable like fertilizer. We are not even going to talk about the fertilizer part of it.
I find the government saying this, but doing a different thing.
The international financial system, especially something like SWIFT, has never been weaponized. But this time it has been weaponized. Then nothing is no longer off the table.
So I think it was a wrong move by the US.
Kenyan shilling is depreciating. How will the Saudis and the Emiratis actually accept our shillings?
The dollar is denied the so much power that it has today. It will be to the advantage of Kenya and most developing countries.
There was a lot of doom and gloom prophesying about how the Russian economy was going to collapse.
What actually US froze until now they have not released is 3 times our GDP.
It took the dollar a lot of time to achieve the dominance and hegemonic status it got.
Our sovereign debt that is denominated in foreign currency would also reduce in value.
The global economy is still, people are addicted to the dollar.
Because the strength of any currency is dictated by its demand in the international trade.
And you tell the Chinese trader, let me give you renminbis. And they'll tell you, no, dollar. I want the dollar.
Most of the times we prefer to buy from multinationals, whether it is a food you would want to go to KFC.
The leaders might be a little bit at loggerheads, but Saudi Arabia and the US, they are still like 2 horses on a harness.
Though Russia is an outlier, you would that would not be the case for any African country.
Then if you combine all those 3 factors together, the dollar is still going to be king for, I don't know what, the next 40, 50 years.
Their contribution to the global GDP, they are above 30%.
Mexico now has much cheaper labor than China. And that's why also the concept of nearshoring is coming in.